Hello, welcome back. I managed to fix the Forza Horizon 5 thing, so I'm a little bit late because I was just recording a video for that, which I'll edit later and hopefully put out tomorrow. It's something to do with the detection level at MSI Afterburner. I switched it to low and then it fixed it. It stopped crashing the game, so... Yeah, I had a look online and... there's loads of people with the same problem from like a month ago. I think it's the update, the most recent update they did. So if you have that issue on MSI, with MSI Afterburner, just switch the detection level to low. It'll fix it. But I'm going to be doing some Red Dead Redemption 2. From what I could see, this probably will actually be able to do 4K at in and around 60, so... Pretty impressive. Red Dead Redemption 2 was always impossible to run. Maxed out 4K. Where now it's... doesn't seem as bad anymore. So as you can see, 3842 on 60. I'll switch to full screen in a sec. Just every time I alt-tab it, it just changes it automatically. As you can see, everything's ultra. DLSS off, FSR off. Advanced graphics. Everything's maxed. By the default, I guess we could max this out. I don't really know if it makes much difference. Is the game is maxed? That's my headset. Let me get the overlay, hang on. How much was this build? Oh, I don't know exactly. Well, for my 4090 in this build, it was about 3,500, but then I probably spent, you're probably about 2,000. 2,000, something like that. You wouldn't necessarily need to pair this with a 3900K though. I purely have it with a 3900K just because I don't have any other Intel CPUs. So you could, you know, you could easily do this build for... Same with the drives too. I have obviously... I have 3 M.2 drives. You don't need that. I just need it for all the footage and games. You could easily probably do this for 1,500. Between 1,500 and 2,000, depending on how, you know. Even my RAM too. I had to, when I bought this RAM, I had to pay like quite a lot for it because I had to get it. It got sent from America, so even stuff like that. Now you can get this RAM for a lot cheaper now. But as you can see, just under 60. Pretty good. Leo, yo, Jesse, hello. How am I today? I'm alright, how are you? Just bow, yo. I'm good, how are you? You got 30 to 50%, 30 to 50 FPS increase. Nice, yeah. That's a lot, but you are you would expect to get more frames with that CPU. That's why those 3D CPUs are just really good for gaming. You can see quite good improvements. Did I raid any? No. Customs hit you. Well, I had to pay more because I bought this RAM where DDR5 was like you couldn't get stuff anywhere. It was around the same time that the ATX 3.0 power supplies, you just couldn't get them anywhere. So I had to pay more just because of that. Like DDR5 was really expensive at that point. And then I had to pay, yeah, some sort of like import thing too. It's not that much, but it obviously adds to it. And it took like 2 weeks as well. There's a side mission here. Check that out. It's now disappeared. Zebra? What's going on here? What the hell?
What they done to you?
This game is a masterpiece. Yeah, I can't believe how playable it is now. I remember just being able to do 4K. I remember getting my 3090 and being able to play this 4K maxed out and just get about 60. Like, it's just so much easier, like, to do it now. Oh, damn, this is going to end bad. How do I calm it? Calm it, Kermit. How do I... Slowly, slowly. How do I calm it?
Okay.
Ride it?
Your stripes better not rub off on my pants. Yep.
You just got a 7900 XTX. Nice. I have one as well. Which one did you get? I don't want it to kick me off. I don't want to keep tapping A.
Hard lines there. Keep that up. I'll get this donkey.
Why does this horse have stripes? Because this is zebra. It's a zebra horse. I'm guessing someone's painted it or something. Because he said, "What have they done to you?"
That ain't helpful.
Is a zebra just a horse that escaped prison? Potentially. That's like the old school, like, prison stripes, though. I don't really know if anyone in prison actually wears that. I think that's just like a... I don't know. Did anyone in prison actually ever wear stripes like that? Prison stripes? To be fair, I don't really know what people wear in prison. I think in the UK, people are just in their trackies and stuff in prison, aren't they? In America, I think you have to wear like a jumpsuit, don't you? I don't know. I swear I've seen footage of... What's that guy from EastEnders that goes in prisons and stuff? I'm sure someone was just in their trackies. Oh, it's like a zoo guy.
Good grief.
It's jumpsuits, orange jumpsuits, is it?
Well, you can call him that.
Can't say I've ever seen that in the UK.
You are a lady animal wrangler.
Oh dear, you're missing the point, aren't you? It's an illusion, a trick of the eye to bamboozle the senses, confound comprehension.
Hoodwink your audience?
Do I run liquid cooling on my CPU? Yeah.
Our audiences? Dear boy, don't be so dreadfully literal. No one will pay for the truth. They only pay
Toxic
for
Fraz. That's all right, dude. No worries.
the allure of the stage.
Hope it's going all right.
Dreams and reality. What is the greater conjuring trick? Lassoing some poor beast on the
Yeah,
brain of
Michael,
the
it does
mumbo
look good in
jumbo
4K,
land
doesn't it?
and shipping it here so it can dance
I think. I've got a video for Forza Horizon 5 tomorrow, and that can do 4K too. I think you'd be able to do quite a few games in 4K on this card, just older games, brand new games. You could do it, but
between prose and poetry.
it's not worth.
alchemy.
It's not 60 and above.
Dreams, dear boy.
Well, as long as
But definitely impressive it can do this because,
you don't pay me with tickets to
you know,
the
compared to the 3070 Ti, I had a lot of issues doing the 3070 Ti in 4K.
Of course.
Just because of that VRAM. You know, when I tried to do Forza on the 3070 Ti, I had like VRAM problems. So it's definitely an upgrade for that, for sure.
And taken our remaining Lion.
Don't have those issues anymore.
They're down there on Caligo Way. Please, I hate to ask.
All right, I'll see what I can do.
Whites, yeah, but were the Black Stripes outfits in prison, was that ever a thing, though? Or is it just the movies? You know what I mean? Sometimes those things are hard to tell, whether it's just the movies or if it was ever actually like that. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm picturing some movie where there's 3 guys chained together, escaped from prison, you know, running across the field in America. You know what I mean? Something like that. I feel like orange jumpsuits. You can't really hide with one of those on. Where's my horse? Hugo, hello. It's going all right. How about you? It was a thing during the 1900s. Yeah, I'll have to have a look. Where's my horse? Your horse is out of whistling range. Well, that's a bit of a problem. Does the 3080 have DLSS 3? No. No 30 series has DLSS 3. Looks like we're running. Look like we're running. Oh, what's going on in here? Oh, I don't have my shotgun. How do I crouch?
All I'll say is you can't handle your red eye.
Oh, that's true.
You can!
You're twice as soaked as me right now.
Well, but I'll still be going when the sun comes up.
Where you gonna go, boy?
What about the other night when you was airing your paunch in
Oh,
every corner?
man, you stink.
Oh, it stinks.
I wish I had a shotgun.
That weren't the whiskey.
Hey, boys. Oh, he survived. Oh. Wait. Why did I just lose honor for that? That's well out of order. They were like evil guys, weren't they? There was a hat somewhere. Let me pick up the hat. There is a gun in here. Am I winning? Yes. Always. I'll take that. Right, you think I can get my horse now? I see it on the map.
Not again.
What's it doing? It's ever since I got on that zebra. It don't like me. Pretty stable frames though, between 50 and 65. We'll have to go down to that city, because that usually hammers your frames. Why is the horse not coming? Well, this was a bit of an oversight, really, wasn't it? I hear something. What's that? Here we go. They're gonna get it. No. I was going to try and do this with good honor, wasn't I? It's all going a bit wrong. Who's shooting at me? I think this will give me bad honor.
Just put me back in the cage then.
Yeah. Well, we need the horse, don't we? And I can't see. Witness? SSG, hello. Can you drive the train? You can, I think. Why don't you enable DLSS? I don't really need it. And I want to test the actual native performance. DLSS, like, you can put DLSS on, but you're not really testing the card. We're just rendering at a lower res, upscaling. That doesn't really prove anything. I want to see the power of the card. You could use DLSS on a low end card and get quite high frames, but that's not really testing the actual, the rasterized performance of the card. I've got to lose them here. It's unavailable to my recent activities. Wait, where did my... It just disappeared, huh?
Come on.
This is all going wrong. Is MSAA on? No. Don't really need that on. You're just going to hammer your frames. Same as GTA. You switch that on, you just hammer your frames. This is native 4K, yeah. It's here now. These are the settings. So 4K, 3842, 160. And everything's maxed, basically. I think apart from DLSS is off, FSR's off, we have TAA on. These are the kind of settings we always use and the kind of generic settings most people use. If anything, these settings are actually higher. I usually take the settings from that Testing Games channel. He actually uses slightly lower settings. He switches down shadow quality and another one, reflections, to medium. So I'm actually got higher settings than that, than what most people use. Why is VSync not on? I don't need it, and it'll cap your frames at 60. I don't really want to do that.
Hey, mister.
Oh,
Miss.
As you can see here, we're getting 62, 63. If I put VSync on, it'll cap it at 60.
Yeah, you found
Oh no, actually, it won't cap it at 60 because I'm on 144. But
Down the way.
I never play with it on.
Oh, you weren't wrong. That tiger's missing. I sent our best lion out to find him, and now he's missing too. It is a right old predicament.
You're lying from Timbuktu.
Well, your free think. Do you mean free sync?
He might be more of a kind of dog than a lion, but in a certain light, a feller could never tell.
Of course. Which way to go?
If the monitor has free sync, then yes, that will work. That's what I assume you mean.
Up on the wagon and I'll see if I can find his track.
Okay. That first set of shrubs, that's where I lost sight of him.
Yeah, you can do scale 4K. Yes, that's basically FSR. Yeah, no, I understand you can do that, but I kind of don't. Using all these different technologies isn't, you're just becoming further and further away from actually using the power of the card.
I'm gonna move this wagon up.
I want to test and see what it can do. I'm not too interested in all this manipulating technology. I understand you can use it, but we don't really need to here. And it's not really demonstrating anything. Like I've said, I could play 4K and use FSR Ultra Performance and get really high frames, but it doesn't really prove anything. I'm not proving... I personally don't think I'm really proving anything by doing that.
Hey, where you going?
I'm just going to have to get on this, aren't I? What is going on here? Okay, I can't get on this. I can't call the horse because it's too far away. This is a nightmare.
I can tell you the tracks aren't this way. You paint this dog? There's some pigment here.
What am I looking for? What am I looking for? What is going on?
If he'd gone that way, I'd have seen him. Go back to the tracks.
I don't know what's going on here. Is it this on here? What's this? Here we go.
Looks like blood to me. Shit. Well, what's this?
Is that it? What's that? What is that?
Oh, darn.
A baby lion.
Found your dog.
Oh, it's a dog.
Dog.
Oh, it's a dog dressed as a lion.
Boy? Oh, where's the rest of them?
I think a cougar took him.
That'd be Stripey. And I always thought they got along.
Your tiger is a wild cat?
Uh-huh.
What else? You still need it back?
Oh, yes, sir. She's our star attraction.
Well, let's hope it wants the other half of its dinner.
That reminds me, let me switch to full screen. Every time I Alt-Tab, it automatically switches away. But I've noticed before, in sometimes borderless, you can actually drop a bit of performance in this game.
Other half?
Not really sure. I'm not sure we'll see that here, but
I'm gonna put him in your wagon.
do it anyway.
You find somewhere to hide.
Oh. Well, behind that log then.
Nice and sunny out. Ain't I don't know. I've not been outside. I could look. It's kind of. It's a bit cloudy here.
Grub's up. Stay down. She won't be too far away.
Come quick. I went out to...
Cougar, you mean?
Is this the first time playing Red Dead? No, I've completed it twice.
Where was I now? Oh, that's it. And I end up losing a lion.
Yeah, dog.
Ain't having any luck.
Well, if that's what
I'm
you're
not really too
dealing
keen
with,
on this hat.
You didn't have any luck to begin with.
Changes the vibe.
Cougars and dogs.
Hey, it ain't what you got in this life. It's what you make of it.
Well, that's very wise.
And I also need my rifles back. This is why we need my
Especially
horse.
when you're lacking zebras and tigers. Hey, keep your head down. It's coming.
Look, I really don't think she'll eat the dog.
Why don't I do Rust benchmarks? Because I can't stand that game. Snooze fest. Shall I shoot that? The answer to that is don't shoot. Told you I'm trigger happy.
Hey, keep your head down. It's coming.
Rust is trash and toxic, not oof, oof.
Dog. Like I said, they was friends.
Read my mind, but not my words.
Oh, I guess she's real hungry.
She's feral.
Snooze fest, bro. You legit can't stay alive over. I don't mean snooze fest as in excite. Like I mean snooze fest as in it makes me want to go to sleep because it's so boring. Dying a lot is not really that. That's still pretty boring. As in, I'd rather sleep than play that game, snooze fest. What do I do then? Have I got to close the door? I'll probably test out Rust again, maybe in a video, but it's just not. It's not really something I'd play. I feel like that game's not really aimed at, like me as a gamer. Same as like Roblox, it's not really aimed at me, the type of gamer that I am.
Let's go.
We got her. Okay. Drive, will ya?
And like Minecraft too. I do want to try them out. I actually don't have Minecraft, but
Let's get her back to Mr. Martin.
maybe do a video or something on them.
I would have thought, since they was close and all.
Well, wild creatures turn on each other. Seeming friendly one minute, dinner the next. Viciousness comes easy. I mean, I should know. I've run with a few of them myself.
Hopefully this puts me closer to my horse, and then I can call it.
Hey, I realize
In your deck was Minesweeper. It's Minesweeper and Snake
Arthur Moore.
on the 3310.
Yes, sir.
I'm right with you.
Snash, how you end up in this racket?
I guess it's always been my inclination, you know? Wild beasts and the like. I met Mr. Margaret, we got to talking, and you can probably tell, in this field, he's the ace of spades.
He's a card, all right.
It's my modest hope, one day, to be the world's second bravest woman animal wrangler.
I'd say
Tommy, hello. Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
up and then some.
You think? I hope so. Top 5 at least. Depends on how many more fellers throw their hat.
Look at the lighting here.
Maybe one of these days, the best female for the job will actually be a female.
If I can grab my horse, I
Oh,
can
don't
get
know
down
if
to the
that will
city.
happen. We lost the main road around here when the dust was up. Be careful or you might get wrecked too.
Okay? You know the only thing to do in a dust storm is wait it out?
Mr. Margaret's a lot of things, but best female navigator ain't one of them.
I imagine you're right about that.
We was tearing around here, looking for any kind of landmark when over we go. Whole caravan toppled. Found each
Is
other,
90
shoulders,
FPS on
when the
Valorant
wind
good?
died down, the gone.
Well,
Now they're back.
that's
Some of them, at least.
Thanks to you.
You
I'm not quite. I don't really understand the question.
helped you along.
Is it good compared to what?
Bad show business. I'm sure there'd be a
Is it
place
good
for a
compared
guy like
to
you.
500 FPS on a 4090? No,
Theatrics to better women.
I'm not sure. Not sure what you mean.
There it is, the caravan.
Couldn't miss him if you wanted to.
Mr. Margaret.
Aha! I see you found each other.
Sure did, Mr. Margaret.
Jolly good, jolly good.
You know, tarn and feathering a
Is it
dog
good for that? So I'd have no idea.
It's greasy.
I've never used an RX 570, so I honestly wouldn't know.
With a wild animal, you're gonna want to be a lot more careful.
Strappy ate King, Mr. Margaret. I saw her do it.
I always thought they got along.
Oh, she liked him just fine. She licked her chops and asked for seconds. Hey, speaking of which, you got
If you're playing on low, I mean, I can't see if
if
that's the FPS you can get. I can't see how you'd
Look,
get any more than that.
we're not Royal Command performance material. Daddy, you were right, goddammit you. But a cowbarn in Rhodes is hardly Drury Bloody Lane.
You got any word on the line?
Yes,
That's why I'm just not really sure what
Someone
you know,
said there
really what the
was.
question is. Is it good for that? I mean, like I said, I don't know.
Very short.
Is 90 FPS good compared to other stuff? Well, no.
Very grateful.
There's probably people playing it on 500 hertz monitors on Valorant.
Kind of grateful I care about.
So long, mister.
Be a dear and fix me a gin.
Right, can we call my horse?
Damn.
Because on benchmarks is 150, but you have 90. Well, then I would say that's not good then. Like I said, I've never tested it, so I wouldn't know. Oh, come on, horse. Can I nick one of these horses?
Sorry, old business, dear.
Yeah, it's sorry, all right.
That bloody dust devil.
This is, we do have the stables here, though. You think I can... Where is the horse? I'll run up to the stables. We're gonna have to... If I cut across here... Let's just hope I don't get attacked by some sort of animal. Thank you so much, goodbye. Alright. Good conversation there. Here's a train. It's gone the wrong way though. If that was going the other way, I'll be absolutely sorted here. We're also going to need to... How do I eat? How do we do it? How do we do it? Oh, it's not that button. How do I eat? Here we go. Right, come on. I'm just going to keep spamming it. Until we're in range. Oh! Almost knocked me over. Would I buy a 4070 or a 4070 Ti? For 1440p, if I was going to play 1440p, I'd get the 4070. There's not a huge performance uplift from spending an extra like 250, 300. At least not enough, I don't think, for that to be worth it. What's going on? Smash down kidney beans. I'm like Forrest Gump. To be honest, like I was saying before, the 4070, people are hating on the 4070, but if anything, people should really be hating on the 4070 Ti because it's in this weird area where it's way overpriced for 1440p, but then it can't do solid 4K either. It's in this like weird realm where if you're going to play 4K, you want something better than a 4070 Ti, but then if you're going to play 1440p, there's no point in spending that money when you could just get a 4070, you know? It's in this like weird void where it's just not worth it at all. But I don't really see anyone saying. I don't really see anyone talking about that at all, to be honest. People are just hating. People are just like hating on the 4070 load. But from me playing both, that would be my opinion. Not that there's anything wrong with a TI. Like if you've got one, it's a good card. But now that the 4070's out, it's less worth it. Here's my horse. Finally got it. How many FPS difference? What with these settings? Oh, I hit 140. 130, 140 FPS with a 4090 with these settings. Over double. Right, I was going to... We might as well do this now that we're next to it, but I was going to check out... Head down there and do some of these missions. We can see the FPS in the city. Do me a favor, guys. Make sure to like the stream. Try and hit 100 likes. It'll help me out with the algorithm. Make sure you subscribe as well. We're trying to hit 30,000 subscribers. Not too far off. Really, really close.
Hold it tight! We got him trapped in here! What's the ruckus, boys?
Get back! We got a cursed creature in here!
Oh, yeah?
It's as big as a mule and as mean as a hellcat.
It looked like a lion to me.
That's a dog in there.
A dog?
Now, if you'll excuse me. Step aside.
What?
I said step aside.
He's got a big beard, isn't he? Enter the barn, got balls of steel.
Didn't look like no dog.
Come here, boy. Let's go.
What is it? How'd you get up there? How'd you get up there? Is there a ladder? Oh.
Look what you've done! Look what you've done!
Son of a...
Wait, what? It jumped down from up top?
I'll take care of this.
Get me my horse.
Okay then, girl.
Lord! It's over in the other barn!
What barn?
Oh, God, help us! I saw it run through
I can't... Wait, what? Wait, we're gonna need some serious firepower here. Where's my shotgun? Oh no, wait. I do have a shotgun, don't I? Double barrel. Buggle, thanks for subscribing. Here we go. Hell nah.
Sweet mother. Easy, boy. Easy. Shit!
Oh my god. Wait. Ferdy, hello. Just joining the first thing I see is SpongeBob deleting his messages. We'll never know. Wait, what? How many shots? How many shots? It just took literally like 10 shots to the face. There's no way that thing would still be running. Go, go, go. Oh. You gotta be quick on that trigger. Holy smokes. Oh my god, just chop a paw off.
Is it dead? I pray that makes a goner. Out of the way!
Aimbot, that was absolutely disgusting. Can you imagine me in COD just like smashing people up like that?
Come on, girl.
To be fair, everything looks so weird in COD. No one would probably even bat an eye. Like, the kill cams are always so weird. It would probably just look completely normal. With the lag, too. Don't shoot animals, please. Well, I mean, you saw it slice me in half twice. So, that's what happens if I don't shoot it. At least now I've got the horse back. Head on down to the city and check out the frames there. What's going to be the best way? Oh, see that light coming through then. Go down here, do the main one. Look at that. Oof.
Yep.
Sheesh. Oh, that is bright. Imagine if they put ray tracing in this game. Imagine if they put path tracing in this game. It would wreck it, though. I'm not even sure a 4090 could do it. What's going on here?
You trying to pawn crap off on us? I've had enough of this. Both of you get your hands up. Now! Not a word about this, or I'll find you and take that.
I'm not having that. Was I supposed to save those guys? Is that giving me some... Oh, trying to get my honor. Get some good honor back. To be fair, I think if you add path tracing to this game, you'd probably would be over 60 on a 4090. But it wouldn't be... You wouldn't have extraordinary frames. It would maybe be to like the 70s, 70 to 80s maybe. It would look insane though. But I think they've stopped all development on this, haven't they? It's probably something we'll get in GTA 6, I imagine, ray tracing, won't it? I can't imagine by the time that comes out we won't see ray tracing in it. Z9 Gaming, hello, I'm good, how are you? Oh, there's a train again. How many frames do you think we'll get in the city? I think usually the worst is at night when all the lights are on. I've noticed that before. Gives you pretty low frames. Well, hello. How's it going?
Greetings, friend.
Guess this card's not ready for 4K. Overall, it's not intended for 4K, no, but as you can see, we can actually do 4K 60. In older games, I think you could probably do quite a bit of 4K. Similar to a 4070 Ti. There's no way you're doing brand new games in 4K, but it could probably do some older games. But I don't even think it's marketed as a 4K card, is it? It's mostly 1440p. There's actually a mission here. I can't ride the horse for some reason. It will go slow.
Beautiful sky today.
I want to ride around. I think it's because I'm next to that mission. There we go.
What is your trouble? Whatever is the matter?
Actually not bad. Drop into the 50s. Still pretty good. What about a 4070 Ti? What about it? Is it 4K? No, same thing really.
And just what do you need?
Like I said earlier, the 4070 Ti is kind of in this weird void. It's not very good at older games. It can do 4K, but brand new games, no. So it's not really a 4K card, but I think it's too expensive to be a 1440p card as well. So it's like in this weird void. It seemed like an okay-ish offer when there was no 4070, but now this is out. I don't think the Ti is really worth it at all. If you're going to play 4K, you're probably going to want a 4080 or higher, and then if you're going to play 1440p, it's not worth the money. You might as well spend less and get like a 4070 or something. It's like in this weird halfway point where it's not really very well. It's good for 1440p, but from the price perspective, it's not really that good offer either way. What's going on? Oh no, it's happening. It's over. Get me the doctor. It's over. Oh no. It's happening. He's about to get hit by a horse. Oh no, he's been hit by the car. He's getting up. I don't know what's going on. Did you see him get up there? I got hit by the horse. And then got back up.
Mister, are you okay?
Damn, I don't think my
Are you okay?
I don't think my honor's very good.
you
We're gonna
okay,
end up with
mister?
the... Is it the wolf?
Mister, you don't look so good. Let's get you to a doctor. Come on, it's not far. Just down the street here.
Give me a minute. Give me a minute.
Oh no.
I'll be fine in a minute. I'm fine.
Nearly there, just around this corner. Now you head in there, friend. Go on.
Just checking it's not, you know... He's not leading me into some dungeon. Going to the official doctor, you know.
Can I help you?
I need a doctor.
Oh, just 1 second, sir.
Don't want to go into some dodgy dungeon, end up coming out the next day with no organs.
Mister, I need some help.
And so it seems. And that's Dr. Mister to you.
Wait, what? Oh, shit.
Sorry.
I was joking. Look, friend, I don't mean nothing, but you got money? I mean, before I start treating you, 'cause I got a family.
Yeah, I understand. Here, that do you?
Sure. Thank you. Now, what's wrong? I mean, what appear to be the symptoms?
Well, I think you've heard them. I'm coughing.
Is there any blood?
Sometimes.
Okay, now here. Breathe. Again.
He is not looking good.
Now say ah.
What is it?
It's not good news.
I guess that.
You got tuberculosis. Really sorry for you, son. It's a hell of a thing.
What you mean?
You're real sick. It's a progressive disease, and you'll be... Now, the best thing is rest, and getting somewhere warm and dry, and taking it easy. Now, is that possible?
Sure, I can just take my winters in my country club in California. No, it's not possible.
Well, like I said, I'm real sorry.
Yeah, well...
Yeah, oh, wait. Let me get you a little bit more energy today.
Oh my god. What is that? $10. Holy smokes. I tell you what, in the UK, if you even tried to see a doctor, you wouldn't be able to like that. Walk in. Just walk in there.
Don't make me beg you, Arthur.
Is this part of the main storyline? There wasn't a mission, but it is, yeah, because he's sick. So, like, that's just a random event that I think just happens anyway. Come back in 8 weeks. That's literally what it's like at the doctor, isn't it? You could call up the doctor and they'd be like, you know, my leg's hanging off, and they'd be like, can you just take some paracetamol or something?
And you've as good as killed him.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah. I got it under control, don't worry.
You will die savagely, all of you.
I don't know what's... Have I just got to keep walking? Is it a wolf or... We need the... What's the opposite? Is it a... Oh, it's a wolf. Oh, no. I was trying to be good. Do I ever play games in my free time? Sometimes. I don't have a lot of time. But I haven't really... Yeah, occasionally I'll play with like a friend or something. I played... Probably the most recent thing I played in the free time was Age of Empires. Age of Empires 2. But yeah, that's like... Maybe I'll have time to play once every like 2 or 3 weeks, maybe. So yeah, not much. What is this white area here? Healthcare is free here, yeah, but I wouldn't really class it as amazing, to be honest.
Howdy, sir.
Like, I usually pay for dentists and stuff anyway. Like, I don't...
What you done to my wife?
The waiting lists are usually crazy for stuff, so...
You're a dead man. Sometimes
Sometimes it's... And I've got a lot of... I've paid for a lot of private healthcare through work, so it's like they'll pay like, you know, a percentage of it and then you pay the rest type thing.
I said get out of here. Damn French.
So yeah, it is free to, like, if you needed to call 999, it'd be free, but it's I wouldn't say it's like amazing. I mean, nothing against the doctors. I think people do the best they can. It's just really underfunded, I think, by the government. The government just don't fund it enough. They probably use the money that we pay in tax for it in other areas.
Look, I have an exhibit at the gallery.
Is what probably they're doing.
What I mean.
Yeah, I think it's better the way we have it. Like, I had a friend who, when he was living in the States, his friend got hit by a car, and basically he hadn't sorted out all the insurance and stuff, so he basically just went home, and then the next day he couldn't, like, basically get out of bed. I'm just like, that's crazy to think about, like, to even make that decision of, like, I won't call an ambulance. You know, that to me is crazy. In that heat of the moment, you're not even in the right mind to decide whether you need help or not, you know? Like, that's crazy. But to be honest, a lot of countries, there's countries in Europe now that have health insurance stuff, isn't there? There's quite a few that do it, like America. I feel like maybe the UK will probably have that eventually anyway. They'll have some sort of private... where you get it subsidized. If you don't earn so much money, you get it like subsidized. I think in the Netherlands it's like that. If you earn under a certain amount, the government pay like half of your insurance and you pay the rest.
For his sins and future sinners through the warm, peaceful embrace.
The free part is what's from the tax. Yeah, so like obviously you just pay for it in tax. It's, you know, it's technically not free. Like, if you think of it like that, it's technically not free. You just pay it in tax instead of private insurance, basically.
This is execution the way God intended it. Peacefully, calmly, and cleanly.
Do you have to figure out your tax charge by yourself? No, if you're self-employed, yeah, but if you're like a full-time employee of a company, then no. Or you could just pay an accountant to do it, if you're self-employed.
Stay calm. Breathe deep and repent, for you will be moved to a better realm. Ladies and gentlemen,
This guy's about to get wrecked.
calm removal of this man's existence.
Hell nah.
Incredible! He's nearly dead.
Alright, let's skip this. This is rough. Did he kill him? He did kill him. Imagine doing a public execution like that.
Out of the damn way.
You ain't heard of personal space?
Okay, my girl.
Wild. I suppose they still have that in America in some states as well, don't they? Death penalty.
That's my girl.
Is it still public though in those states where you can, like, people actually watch it? That's like so barbaric. I remember watching what's the movie?
Nah.
Green Mile. Is it Green Mile?
Who, Mr. Milton's friends?
Yeah, they've had patrols out ever since.
Well, that guy
he
gets
disappeared.
he gets killed, but he's innocent, isn't he?
At least you're alive.
For now, yeah.
What happened in?
Guama.
Yeah.
Dead man walking.
What happened to Dutch? Because he seems.
I don't know.
Because they must still get that wrong, right? Like,
What began happening in
they're still
began happening years ago, maybe.
not mistaken, but there's still there must be people prosecuted for crimes that they haven't done, and therefore there must be people who are killed because of crimes they've not done. Like, that's wild.
I started gathering people up as best I could after you boys left.
Like, I wonder what the percentage is overall of people who actually didn't commit the crime, especially back in the day.
So that too.
That'd be terrifying.
We got Lenny's body.
You get accused of something back in the day, there's no way to even
Buried them together.
like disprove it.
Follow me.
Only people affected by the person being executed can with. Even that though is like still wild. Like, see, like I said, when it goes to nighttime, where the lighting gets crazy here. Look at the frames.
What's your plan here?
Well, I figure before we do anything,
They get absolutely
we need to make
wrecked.
Sure, John's even still at this prison.
And how do we do that?
We need to get up high enough to get a proper look at the place.
Where they can get closure. Yeah, I feel like,
Unless you're planning on.
at least for me, I mean, that wouldn't be closure. That would actually scar me even more. Do you know what I mean?
A hot air balloon.
You ain't
I do get it in a way. If it was a really horrific thing too,
Whatever you call him.
like what the person did was really horrific,
Bit of a tour.
I get it, but still, I don't know. I feel like that in itself, watching that is enough to like scar you
I'm
again.
impressed. You really stepped things up, ain't you?
Hey, we didn't know if you was even coming back. Whole thing hit folks real hard. You can see it. Heron's gone falling fully into the bottle. Strauss is a bag of nerves. Swanson.
How do you punish someone by killing? Yeah, and that as well. Yeah, it's like a bit of a.
So I guess it ain't all gone to shit.
The punishment is having to be in prison for your whole life, isn't it? That's the punishment.
He got the letter I left at the post office.
That was a good idea.
Until the Pinkertons showed up. Oh, by the way, I've been hunting O'Driscoll boys. Killed 2 of the sons of bitches at a campsite last week.
What?
They had to ban public executions in the UK because they were so popular.
You're a busy woman, Lady Adler.
She a beauty, ain't she?
From here on the ground, yes.
I just can't think, like, it's just wild to think at some point people are like at the pub. You know, imagine just being at the pub and then, you know, on a Saturday, and then you're like, all right, come on, boys, let's go down to the execution. It's just like, what?
It's a nice, fresh day for flying, sir. A day like today, and Icarus would have made it across the sea. Have you ever flown before, sir?
No.
Oh, it's quite a thing.
I think the equivalents now you see are like, you know, like boxing or like UFC. Like, it's not an execution, but it's that same level of like, you know, so many people watch that. When you actually think about it, it's quite wild. It's like watching like a Roman Colosseum fight, isn't it? That's the equivalent, although it's not. Well, people do die, obviously. Like, some people die. You know, in boxing and that, there's people who've died, but,
Are you sure about this?
you know, it's that level of like, you know, human nature for some reason finds some sort of enjoyment
I've only crashed twice.
out of it. It's kind of bizarre.
And hope for the best.
Yeah, not to death every time. There's some level of
How did you get out?
what's the word?
Up and away. Right.
But it's still quite brutal, isn't it?
It's a little overcast, but I'm expecting some good wind once we're high enough. We should still have some.
But I guess maybe that serves that level of entertainment that people want to see.
But on the subject of
Well, they're so popular then.
liquids over the side.
Makes sense.
Do your utmost to levy the situation until we land.
Okay.
Heard you go boxing up the local kebab shop.
To a rotten oyster
No.
with a scent.
Not kebab, chicken shop.
For all involved.
But no boxing.
Keep going, sir.
I'm usually happy.
Above the clouds.
Happy drunk.
It really is stunning up there. You'll have seen nothing like it.
Look at the graphics.
Very good. Keep doing what you're doing. That's it. Steady wins the race.
Your idle temps on a 7900X. I don't know. I don't have one, but I should imagine like my 3900K is normally about 30, 35. What's yours?
Feels like we have a nice
What are your idle temps?
around this height. This particular vessel is state of the art, sir. Imported from Europe. Won't find more than a couple of these on this side of the pond.
Frames get the clouds look really good.
Maybe ease off the throttle there, sir.
Did I play what's that, Microsoft Flight Simulator with this card? No, not yet.
Please descend a little. There isn't enough wind at this height.
Oh damn, I need to go down. Whoops, wasn't paying attention. Yeah, that's the 3900K though, but yeah, 50 to 53 idle, that does definitely sound quite warm.
You shouldn't be doing this.
Oh, not at all. A child could operate this with a little supervision. Besides, Mrs. Adler told me you were very keen to learn the ropes. We have plenty of those.
Definitely, yeah, I'm not sure what your fan curve is. Keep on tugging at it. Keep on tugging at the fire, look.
My mother was a keen student of the Italianate. My brother's called Baldessario, so you could say I got off lightly.
Look, I'm trying to concentrate here.
$4070 Ti or 7900 XT. Really comes down to if you want ray tracing or if you're streaming, you need the encoders. If you need the encoder, then I'd probably pick. I'd pick the nvidia, but I still probably wouldn't get a Ti now. I'd get this instead. Save yourself the money. If you're not bothered about ray tracing or streaming, although the XT is obviously more expensive. Well, I don't know how much it is where you live, but I do like the XT. It's just not good for well, it's okay for streaming, but the AMD encoder isn't good in my opinion. We will have AV1 soon, but it's like a proper thing, but you know, it's the kind of you know, the toss up between those two things really. Plus FSR3, we still don't know much about that.
See that building up ahead on the island? That's the infamous Sisika Penitentiary. We shouldn't fly too near to it though, sir.
Sorry, we're going in for a closer look.
What do you think of the VRAM argument? Well, it's definitely better to have, what is it the XT has, 20? It's obviously definitely better to have that.
Look, this isn't funny now. What on earth are you
But it's not always, you know, it's, people take all these arguments as like a yes, you know, a yes or no thing, but it's more complicated than that. VRAM alone doesn't mean anything. You could put, you know, 50 gig of VRAM in a 3060 Ti, but that doesn't mean that you're going to play 4K. You know, like, even though there's 20 gig VRAM on a 7900 XT, if you try and use that card to play path tracing on Cyberpunk, it's awful. It's dreadful. A 4070 outperforms it. You know, it's not it depends on too many different scenarios. It's not as simple as being like, yep, 20 gig is better. It's better to have that more VRAM than not, because it depends what your use case is. If you're using ray tracing, then it's just VRAM alone is not going to give you a better experience. If the game doesn't need that amount, it's not beneficial to have that amount in like a, you know, in path tracing, for example. It's not a benefit to have 20 gig. It doesn't give you a better performance, better experience. So it's really going to depend on what you require.
That ain't John.
Of course, in the long term,
Think about heading back.
Nope.
it would, you know, the longevity, providing AMD can improve their drivers a lot, then of course it's going to be better to have
I can't believe
20 gig. But if FSR3 releases and it's not as good as the LSS3, then, you know, things like that matter. You know, you could have a lot of VRAM, but if those things aren't as good as what nvidia has, then that's also then,
This was not the
you know,
I had in mind.
that's why it's just not as simple. People like to make things seem like a simple yes or no, but it's just not. In most cases, it's not.
Yep, that's him.
I don't think 12 gig will definitely not be enough in like 1 or 2 years. Like, for sure. But in 1 or 2 years, will these cards still outperform a 7900 XT at... How do I get down here? At ray tracing and stuff, like, potentially they still outperform it, so then VRAM doesn't really make a difference. But then it's impossible to say. I don't know what's going to happen. You know, my guess is as good as anyone's. What have I got to do here? You know, I do think they should have probably maybe considered, not in this card, because this is effectively a 3060 Ti. So I think 12 is kind of roughly in the range where it would be. I think in the Ti, like, they should have probably considered doing 16. But I think the reason they didn't is because the Ti was basically the smaller version of the 4080. So they've just basically repackaged it, and that had 12 gigs. So I do think they've skimped out on that, and they could have done 16, but there would really have been no point because they already have the 4080. You know, nvidia overall could probably only release half the cards they do. There's obviously, from a business perspective, they release all of this because it's just, you know, I don't agree with business practices of most companies. They do it because it makes money. You know, they're all about the bottom line and what it looks like quarter on quarter and year on year and stuff. They're not, you know, they're not like, well, some people will disagree with this. You know, companies don't care about stuff like that.
There's Annesburg.
Sure.
Good Lord, is that Mrs. Adler?
Where?
Being chased.
Yeah, I think you could probably skip.
Yes.
You could skip probably this 4070 and just do a 3060 Ti, but then have the 4070 Ti with 16. But then, you know, I think, to be honest, you could probably skip the 4070 Ti altogether and actually just keep the 4080. But at a lower price.
They're O'Driscoll's.
Mrs. Adler has a lot to answer for.
Yes, she does.
Oh.
Oh my God!
Why was she messing with the O'Driscolls right now?
But the only thing is, though, is it's not cheap for those cards with the, like, high VRAM like that. The 4070 Ti wouldn't be the price it is if it had 16. It would end up like the price of a 7900 XT, which is a bit more. Am I using a controller? What gives you that impression? I've got absolute pinpoint accuracy on my mouse. Don't know what you mean.
You show them, Mr. Morgan.
I can't shoot that guy. Oh no. Is that it over? Mission over? Reference cards which suffered the vapor chamber issues. Yeah, I think a lot of those vapor chamber things, though, I think that was blown out of proportion a bit. Because I supposedly had... It looked to me when I first got my card that I had those problems. But they did some sort of driver update and I no longer have that issue anymore. I think maybe there were some cards with a defect, but... I think that got blown out of proportion a bit. All of this issue to do with the way the water was sitting, the way the like vapor was being, there wasn't enough like water in it. Was that what the people were saying the problem was? When it's on its side, and like a driver won't fix that, but it somehow did. So like, I'm not quite convinced what people said the issue was what the issue was. Your temps have improved. Yeah, exactly. Like, that's why I think it can't be a hardware issue because you can't fix that with drivers.
Did you break your neck?
I don't think so.
But I think it was probably just a, you know, a small batch of cards. It was the same thing with the 4090, the cable melting thing. It's probably a small batch of you know, defects, which pretty much happens with every single release, to be honest with you. Think of the 3090, same thing happened. There's always like a weird batch of stuff.
Just kill these sons of bitches!
A lot of the time, I think it just gets blown out of proportion sometimes. Because people were talking about, like, it was happening to everyone, but there was literally something like 15, like, confirmed cases from nvidia, so it's just like... someone's lying somewhere in terms of it's either not as bad as people say it is, or like, yeah, just, you know, I don't know. It was definitely user error. I think it was. They said most of them weren't plugged in like the full way, right? They weren't clicking in, which I'm not quite sure how you make that error, but...
That's how you want to do it?
Goddamn man!
Where do you keep your valuables? Save me some time, looting.
I always wonder sometimes, whenever you get these brand new releases of things, you end up, it's like the old thing of what is it? Bad publicity is good publicity, of like, as long as people are talking about it. And you get these releases of stuff, like, there was one with the iPhone when it was it the iPhone or Samsung? Where it was exploding in people's pockets, apparently. You know, you always get these weird things when, like, brand new products release. Same with, like, Tesla. Like, when they've started releasing them, there was people just crashing them and, like, it was all over the news. And it's just, like, you always think to yourself, are they just... Not that those things didn't happen, but it's almost like they're intensified and then everyone is talking about them. You know? Because it's just like shock factor. Because I remember on my streams, everyone was talking about these cables setting on fire. Like, everyone was talking about it. It was like the question everyone was asking. And even on, like, the search, it was like 4090. If you looked on Google Trends, it was like 4090 cable melting was like the second most searched thing. And I do wonder sometimes if things are just... There's like fuel added to the fire by, I don't know who, but... And then everyone's talking about it.
Okay.
He's already been tried twice for murder and found guilty.
Oh no, I agree. Batteries do explode. I'm not saying that that doesn't happen, but it happens with everything. Like, you know, laptops. It happens with just for every like 100,000 products a company makes. There's always going to be like a certain amount of defects. That just happens with everything. I just think sometimes it gets blown way out of proportion. 6 GPUs out of 400. Yeah, that's what I mean. If you actually look at the stats, it's just like nowhere near. The way people were talking, it was like every single person had it, but where are those people?
From a state penitentiary?
No.
The actual people were getting replaced GPUs was just like really low, so it's like either people have cables melting and they're just not doing anything about it, or they're just don't have the issue.
That's how we'll do it. Bust him from his work detail.
I guess.
It's best just the two of us go.
I don't know. We'll never know. I just, from experiencing a couple of generations of release stuff now on my channel, it's just every single time there's always something. It was the same thing with the 3090. You know, every single time there's always something. It was the same thing with the XTX with the vapor chamber thing. And then the thing is after a month, no one's talking about it anymore. It's as though it never happened. That's what's wild. It's just like completely disappears and no one says anything about it ever again.
Hey there, girl.
How am I liking the graphics card? Yeah, I like it. Yeah, it's good. It's a solid 1440p card. We're doing some 4K here and we've not had too bad frames. We are getting, what, we're at 40s here. But we've been hitting 50 to 60 FPS for the most part. So in older games, it can do some 4K. Because it's how a lot of companies make money as well, when you think about it. As long as they're relevant and people are talking, it doesn't matter. It's like celebrities, isn't it? It doesn't matter what people are saying. They only make money as long as they're relevant, even if it's negative. As long as it's just relevance, it doesn't matter. I think some companies run off that too. It's like Elon Musk. I personally think that is part of his kind of marketing, is that it doesn't matter to him if it's negative. But as long as he's relevant and people are talking about him, like attention is drawn to all of his companies. I think that's his general approach. But you have to really push it, and that's what she said. Whee! Oh, it's right here.
The thing is, Sadie, I really can't. I must come. He's my husband.
I know he's your husband, but it's gonna be... well, it's gonna be violent.
I insist.
Insist all you like. Ain't happening. Arthur Taylor.
Musk invested in AMD, did he? I actually own AMD too. Did it rip?
See, there you heard him.
Because Nvidia's been on an absolute burner recently.
It'll be quicker and easier with just the two of us. Plus, John will be calmer without worrying about you. Ain't complicated.
Well, I ain't the crying sort, but I'm real grateful.
Yeah, we know you are. We'll bring
It's
him
in
back to
Tesla,
you.
makes sense.
Thank you.
To be fair, it's been on the up recently as well.
We'll land the boat in the morning when the prisoners come back out to work the fields. The place is surrounded by marshland. Should hopefully give us a bit of cover.
Damn, my stamina's... Get those kidney beans.
Look for John.
Then all we gotta do is take out all the guards and row our way out of there. Seems simple enough.
How many times, Marston?
Okay, bring us over. We good?
I should probably follow something like that on my
Stay low.
get my channel to explode. What could I say? I guess that's what people call clickbait, isn't it?
This way. Come on.
Look at the water here. A reflection.
There's a guard up there.
I'll deal with him.
Okay, I'll follow you up.
Is this where... I think we have to snipe here, don't we? Hang on, I need to set up... Actually, I need to switch the light on, hang on. Is the reason to update... Oh, hang on. Reason to update from a 7900X to a 5800X 3D. For the frames in gaming.
Okay. Come on up.
It's hard to say, really. Only you can determine whether that's a worthwhile upgrade or not. For a lot of people, it wouldn't be, like, money-wise.
All right. Where's John?
You know, I can't tell you if that's worth it for you or not. Obviously, you'll probably see an increase in frames, but if you've got a Ryzen 9, you're probably losing out on, like, you're losing out on the cores. I personally would say it's probably not worth it.
Can't see him in that group.
Depends what you use it for. If it's just gaming... How do I go further down?
Hey, I think I see him. There's a group in front of that barn just to our right.
Oh, yeah.
4K DLSS? No, this is 4K native.
Okay. Take them out and let's go get our boy.
Okay.
This is, yeah, this is native 4K. Yeah, I don't think you're going to see enough of an improvement, really, for that to be worth it. Unless you've just got, you know, more money than...
Okay.
If you've got money growing on trees, then, you know, why not? Build 2 PCs. Put the 5800X 3D in the gaming PC.
What are you doing back there? Come on, Arthur. Let's keep moving.
Where is he? You see him?
No. You, Mister. You know John Marsden?
He ain't working today.
Xbox being dead because...
The gun
Is that
down,
Redfall?
lady.
No. You put the gun down. Now.
Get down on your knees.
Where's John Marston?
He ain't in the work detail today.
Okay, well, I guess we'll go.
Get your ass down.
Try anything, and I'll blow your damn head off. You clear on that?
Yes, very clear.
Oh, no, you don't.
Come on, partner. Why don't you apologize to the lady for pointing a gun at her?
Excuse me?
Well, yeah, see, with the Redfall thing, even more reason to have a PC. Really.
Ma'am.
Ain't no harm done.
So, where do we go?
Towards the entrance, I guess.
And who's in charge of this fine establishment?
Jameson, sir.
I think they've said they're adding it though, aren't they? It's just not on release.
Heston
I wouldn't say that
Yeah,
that's the end of Xbox.
He's been quite an
That's just a
executive boss,
developer
right?
thing.
I look forward to meeting him.
They're not gonna let you do this.
Well, that's gonna be up to you, my friend.
I didn't read. I did see on the Redfall thing because I want to try it out. I did see the performance thing
Come
on release. It's going to be 30, but to be honest, is that a surprise? Like consoles normally like that, isn't it?
Popular employee, my friend.
Not especially.
Well, I guess we're about to find out.
That's what you get if you buy a console, you know. It won't let me go left here.
Come on, march him straight up to the front gate.
We better hope someone in there actually gives a damn about this fool.
Guess we'll see. We're gonna have to shoot our way out of here regardless.
PS fanboys having 8-hour podcasts about it. What? Oh. The internet makes me laugh sometimes.
Okay, friend, be cool now. Just do as I say.
Put the weapon down now.
Jameson! Is Jameson in? He's inside.
I'll do an 8-hour podcast on why I'm buying a PS5 as a doorstop.
Unless you bring me John Marston right now. You got 1 minute. I'm counting. 1, 2, 3. Milliken, is it?
Yes, sir.
Will you count for me? I got talking to do.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir.
And to be fair, the PS5 is a better choice for a doorstop because that thing is huge. I saw it yesterday when I was out. That would, you know, if you hit someone around the head with a PS5, we're talking like serious damage.
Well, this poor fool's gonna get his brain shot out. And over what? For nothing.
That thing is literally a
Don't
weapon.
stop counting. I can't hear you.
And also, when it's on, it sounds like I'm next to like Gatwick.
Don't cry, buddy. I don't want to die. Yeah, I know. Hey, John, hello, you two. Now, no funny business. Well, Mr. Milliken here will stop crying once and for all. Okay, today's your lucky day. Let's go.
I remember dying on this bit loads. Oh no, oh god. It's all gone wrong.
We've got to move. Come on.
Go, 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 go. Get out, get out! I'm not even going to shoot, I'm just going to run. What have we got?
Can't keep this up. Let's move.
Oh, yeah, let's go, let's go. What are we waiting for? Oh, that is not good, is it? Oh. Go, 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 go. Right in the jugular. How did he miss it? Go, 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 go. I'm getting shot in the bum. Shot in the buttocks. Oh.
We got a boat! This way! Follow me! Get down! Hold them up so we can get to the boat!
Oh, go, 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 go. Zigzag it. Did I offend some people about the PS5? I will get one.
Seems to need rescuing, Marston. Nice to see you, Arthur.
I will get one. I just can't really condone it because I don't really see what I'd play on it. I wouldn't really use it at all, and it's like 500 quid.
Let me. You're a better shot.
500 quid just to barely play it. It just wouldn't be worth it, really.
Work to them as can still handle it.
Thanks.
Keep them off us.
Turn that boat around, or we will gun you down.
Can't.
Oh, look at that. Do a dual stream PC? No, I'm using my integrated graphics at the moment.
I liked you better when you was all trussed up like a prize.
But I've got all the stream PC sorted. I just need a
Our tails soon enough if you
capture
boys
card
keep
now.
wasting time.
That's us told them.
And I need a way to send the audio through. I had issues before trying to send all my audio through.
Thank you.
It gets kind of complicated because I've got a wireless headset, but it's connected via USB, and it gets really messy doing it with a stream PC, but... yeah, this is QuickSync, yeah.
Is Abigail all right?
She's fine. Jack is too. She managed to escape when they got
Ratchet and Clank. Yeah, I love that game, but it's just I don't have time. Like, I don't really have time to play it.
All them years. Arthur. He was like...
If I could do some sort of benchmarking on it, then maybe it'd be more worth it and I can stream, but
Goddamn mess. And did
I don't it's not simple, it's not easy to do it on console.
the money.
Lost somewhere at the bottom of the ocean.
I'd probably get a Pro or whatever they're doing when if it comes out.
We hit on a boat.
And they rumored to do a PS5 Pro, I think. Let's maybe have a look at that.
We ended up stranded on an island somewhere near Cuba.
Cuba? Wait, you're gonna have to tell me all this again.
It's a long story, but things ain't been good.
But I want to get a Steam Deck too. And I have more games through Steam, so that's kind of be more worth it for me.
The Pinkertons caught up with us again, and we had to move.
Yeah.
Tell Sony to send you one and you'll consider reviewing it. Yeah, but then I'm just going to mess up that business relationship as soon as I post a photo of it as a doorstop, aren't I?
And
Because I'd have to do
I
that.
should warn you, Dutch didn't want us breaking you.
You know, and that's that business relationship severed,
So
you know, within like one day.
might not be the hero's welcome you're imagining.
So much for no man left behind.
Imagine,
Can't stop thinking about this.
imagine if Nvidia sent me like a 5090 and I post a photo the next day of it as a doorstop.
Moment to do something.
They'd probably get so offended I'd immediately sever that relationship.
Or maybe he just ain't who we thought he was.
Guess we don't need to worry about who's his favorite no more.
Guess not.
You can benchmark games. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I think most games, it's just like not simple, you know. I don't feel like going to that length just to benchmark one game when it could be locked at 30 anyway, you know. It's a lot to go. It's a lot of effort to go to just to do that for one game. You know, a couple of games that I can't play.
We told you we would.
John!
And it would cost me like 500 quid as well. That's just for the console, not even any games.
I meant I hadn't sent for you yet.
On Amazon, I think it's like $4.95 or something just for the console. It's, you know,
I felt different.
I could use that money for like the next AMD GPU.
Yes. And when Spring and John brings the law down on all of us, what then, Arthur?
There's not that many games only 30 FPS on PS5. No, that's because they're all 20. Oh.
Arthur.
Oh.
I had a goddamn plan! John. You are my brother. You are my son. I was coming for you.
It was talking.
That's I need to get motherboard. Yeah. I was gonna do that yesterday. I was gonna do it yesterday. Then I ended up just not having time. I procrastinate quite badly. I was going to do it this morning, but then I was trying to record Forza Horizon 5. I had loads of issues doing that with MSI. I managed to get that fixed and record that video. But that pretty much took me like all the free time that I had this morning. There's just always someone else. Because I won't probably do the earlier stream tomorrow because I've got to wait for this engineer. If he comes really early,
Arthur?
Then I might be able to do 2 streams, but if not, I'll have to just do the 1. But I'll do a video.
Thinking of,
I got to wait between 1 and 6 or something.
Something about Mr.
No idea what time he'll be here.
Okay. Thanks, Mary Beth.
But after that, I should have my other internet, so... I'll probably do a video on Flight Simulator. Yeah, I just don't really know how to,
Thank you.
Last time I played Flight Simulator, I just got abused for, like, not being able to play it properly, but... I don't know how to fly planes, I'm sorry.
I know.
You know what I mean?
I don't have to be careful. I have you as a friend.
I usually just go into the, like, predefined map and just fly around a bit. But everyone's just, you know, having a go at me, and I'm like, look. I don't think I'm a pilot. I'm doing my best.
Mr. Morgan.
Herr Strauss.
How are you?
About how I look.
Okay. Are you perhaps...
no, this is native. There's no DLSS on.
Yes.
I guess.
Your commitment to your duties is admirable. You know, Mr. Morgan, you are...
Yeah, I'll maybe have a look in,
No, never mind. I didn't...
I'll have a look at doing the Microsoft Flight Simulator.
No, of course not. That's what I was saying.
The debtor, Strauss. Who
I'll try and like fly around a bit. I probably need to update that game because I've not played it in ages. Hasn't it got DLSS now?
Him out on the road near Three Sisters. Man's name is J. John Weathers.
J. John Weathers.
I always stall the plane. Like, I just try and go up a little bit and it just stalls. The engine stalls and then it's game over.
Arthur Londonderry. Family man, desperate, you know the type.
Couldn't one of the boys do this?
I tried. They lacked your... vigor.
Vigor, huh? All right.
Take care, Mr. Morgan.
But it's quite a demanding game to play, so I'll do a video on it. I'll look tonight and update it. It might have a massive update. And I'm freeing up space for that Jedi 150 gig. That's gonna be disgusting. That and Dead Island 2. I mean, it's like 200 gig. It's probably over 200 gig. For both of them together. Wait, what's going on up here? Someone's shouting abuse at me.
Hey, who are you? It's getting hot.
What is going on here? I don't see him. We've got a bit of a Hills of Ice situation there. Is he running? Oh, you ain't getting away, boy. Shoot him in the leg. Oh, you go. You picked on the wrong person.
Goddamn lunatics.
Damn you.
No, don't do this.
How do I pick? Oh.
Here we go.
Turn on DLSS. Why is that? We're hitting 4K 50 to 60. Don't need it. And I don't really want to... Don't need to test DLSS. DLSS, if I switch DLSS upscaling, I'm not really testing. I'm not really testing anything. It's not difficult to render down. Render at a lower res and upscale. It's not really... You're not really testing anything by doing that. How do we get it on there? Yeah, and also, yeah, that's true. DLSS doesn't look great on this either. I had... When you switch it on, you get all these weird... The trees look really, bizarre. I had that issue before. And then you have to restart the game when you switch it back, otherwise it just looks horrible. But you know what also looks amazing? These nuts. Whee!
Be not unkind. Help the blind.
When I was switching to 1440p, I can have a quick look. Only issue is it'll the stream is 4K, so it'll probably make the screen really small. We can check it out, but it'll probably shrink, and you won't actually be able to see it anyway. Nah, it will be fine. I don't know if you want to take that back, but you might want to take that back. Fit to screen and OBS, yeah, but then I have to stop the stream. I have to stop it and start it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it because the stream title's 4K too. I'll have to change everything. People will get confused. 75 to 100 FPS though. I'm using game capture downscaled, so you can't just fit to screen because the game's being recorded in 4K. So yeah, to actually change that, I have to stop and start the stream, which yeah, I don't really want to do that. You can't just change that on a whim. You can't change it whilst the stream's running. You can't change that midstream. You have to stop it. Need to get this guy. I need to get this guy off. Resize works on the fly. Yeah, but I'm not... well, what do you mean by... Where is that in the settings? You mean the canvas? Is that what you mean? I'm basically referring to my canvas. I'm on a 4K canvas now, downscaled to 1440p. So if I want to change the canvas, it's fine, but I have to stop the stream. You can't just do it whilst you're running. Whilst you're live, you can't do it. I can look now, but if I go settings, settings, and then I'm on my resolution, it's all grayed out. You have to actually stop the stream. I can't look. I click on it. You can't change it. And I know that because I've done it before. Yeah, but I've got everything. The preview and everything is disabled. Fit to screen. I don't have that. Don't have that option. Don't see that anywhere. Right click. Don't have that. I'm also on OBS beta 4. I don't know if that makes any difference, but I don't have that option. Don't see it anywhere. Right clicked on preview. Don't see it. Yeah, I'm good though. I'm good. I'm testing 4K, so I don't really need to change it. We've seen 1440p is about 70 to 100 FPS with these same settings.
Was you followed? I said no. Okay. What is your problem? What is your problem, partner? You don't look so good.
What is wrong with you?
Nothing wrong with me. I'm fit as a fiddle.
And I inside you ain't.
Colby, see you later, dude.
Best friend.
Micah reckons there's a rat. Oh, does he? On what evidence?
He's only back a minute. Pinkerton show up.
We've been on the run since you two fools went crazy in Blackwater. We barely escaped with our lives in Saint Denis. Now we got a rat.
Well, Molly clearly talked, but who else?
Maybe we pushed things too hard.
Whoa.
Maybe time for folks like us is past. We don't need a rat. We got sloppier than the town drunk, and they know who we are, and where we are, and what we're doing.
Way I see it, best thing we can do is let the week go. Move on, get our money, and start over.
That ain't happening. Well, something's gotta happen, and fast. Otherwise, Cornwall, them Pinkertons, they've got us penned in here, and ain't none of them stopping.
Well, Cornwall's why we're here. Shall we, Dutch?
Yeah, it's time to go. Let's head to the river.
Oh, leave Cornwall alone. He ain't... We need money, but revenge, now?
Of course it's for money.
Come on, Arthur.
This better not be no stupid revenge mission, Dutch. It ain't worth it.
Don't be ridiculous.
Oh, Arthur, it's just a simple social call.
I remember doing this mission. Here are the boys.
So, what are we gonna say to him that needs to be said?
He has been hunting us since Valentine. He is the reason that Hosea got killed. His sugar business is destroying the
Alright, fellow.
Guarma. This
It is a
town,
masterpiece,
Arthur,
yeah.
It's his town. He bought it just to destroy these folks. His sugar, his oil, his law.
These are wrongs that you can't right, Dutch. We're wanted men.
So why did you go for John against my wishes?
I didn't want him hanged.
Neither did I.
We're gonna cut a deal.
You want me to let's drop to let's try out 1440p then, shall we? Just for like 10 minutes. Just from here on out, we are going to be in 1440p for the next 10 minutes or so, just so you're aware. What was it under? Does that do it? But then I do need to... How do you change it back? And it's just going to be very big. It's going to be very big on the overlay will be big.
We want out, and Cornwall wants us to stop robbing him, and we all know his money is what's keeping the Pinkertons on our tail. He's America, Arthur, and I want out, and he won't let us go.
Say making a lot of sense, Dutch.
It will, son.
I'll leave the overlay as it is, because when I switch it back, it'll just be the same size again.
And we're gone.
Overlay's a big boy.
Cornwall's boat is due in soon. Let's get down here behind these crates.
Grab my Haribo.
I want to thank you for your hospitality, Mr. Cornwall.
This was a business meeting, Mr. Milton. We are not friends. I have spent a considerable fortune with your agency, and still nothing. This Vanderlyn robs me and lies
The lows,
at me.
the lows
I
are the
asked for
same as the
best.
highs.
I paid for the best.
We are very
Maybe
close,
no, slightly higher.
Cornwall. I know you've heard this before.
We didn't really get
Sir, send a telegram
very
to
high.
Goldberg in New York.
Maybe
Tell him
70
I'll borrow
FPS max in 4K.
42%. Sorry, no, I have heard it before.
Seems
And
like we're a little bit higher than that.
and to pay his portage charge. Yes, sir.
We are
What
doing
brand?
all we
Gigabyte
can
Gaming.
within the confines of the law.
The law? I think we both know what you can do.
Overclock UK Haribo. No, they didn't give me any this time. To be fair, I didn't get Haribo from them in ages. Bit of a it's tough times.
Along, Mr. Ross, we have worked
Tough economic times. You can't be giving out free Haribo.
Now listen up, Didsbury. What's all this about strikes? I bought into this mine because of mismanagement, and I intend to make it a success no matter what the cost.
It's the wages. Folk feel
Folk
that you...
feel? Business doesn't give two figs about feelings, sir, not two figs. It's a nonsense that
They have given me Haribo before though, but not for a while.
Perhaps there is a plague on your house already, Mr. Cornwall.
Unless maybe it's in the box and I missed it, but I don't think so.
I'm not quite sure just yet.
Your impudence will be your undoing, sir.
I'm undone already. Even my best friend here, he thinks I'm crazy. And like this poor fellow you are talking to, my feelings are hurt.
You robbed me, sir.
And you robbed him. Funny world.
You show a criminal's grasp of sophistry, sir. I did no such thing.
You kill.
Ooh,
I kill.
I want to smack this guy up.
I rob. Only difference I can see is I choose whom I kill and rob, and you destroy everything in your path.
I've heard just about enough.
I'll tell you what. You give me this ship, $10,000, and safe passage out of here. I'll let you.
How many power connectors? One. I've got a 12-pin ATX 3.0 power supply, so.
You sure? Good. I prefer it this way.
You've lost your mind!
Noise, Arthur! Noise!
He's screwed up!
Oh, shit!
But to be fair, you'd need an adapter for it, wouldn't you, for most people, if you didn't have an ATX 3.0. I can't remember if I saw a splitter in the case. I suppose I'm not really looking for that. I didn't notice. What is this guy? I can switch back to 4K too, and maybe we check out DLSS. Just, it makes me a bit nervous because I always have issues with DLSS in this game. Not issues, but I end up having to restart the game or the game crashes or something. It's quite common.
Something interesting.
Tim Wright, hello.
Come on, this way.
Opinion on the 4070. I like it. I think it's for 1440p. It's a viable option. I think. I'd if I was in the market for anything right now, I'd probably wait and see what AMD come out with on the kind of lower end, but or the mid range, really, I should say. That's what I'd probably do at the moment, and then decide. But if they come out with something crazy, you know, for the same price, then it might obviously change your decision. But to be honest, AMD have been very quiet, so I don't really know. I don't know what their plan is for the next releases. Unreally done, yo!
Finally putting that bastard Cornwall out of business for good. You put that up to this? Me? I just follow orders, Morgan. Once I start,
What's going on with the what am I shooting at here? What the hell? Tell me you're cheating without telling me you're cheating. Did you see that? Well, I'm not cheating. It's just, it's like auto-lock aim assist on controller on this game.
Come on, we can take the horses from that coach.
But they're like the clips you get of big streamers when they're like, no, I'm not cheating, no. What's going on?
Let's go.
well, at least we tried talking it out.
Boys have lost your
Kind of regret purchasing that 4070 Ti.
Lot of guilt in this life, Arthur.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's worth it over the 4070, but it's like hindsight, isn't it? It's hard to, that's why I say though, like at the moment it might be better to wait before purchasing anything for 1440p. At this point, it might be better to wait until AMD announce what they're doing, because then hindsight again, you might get the 4070, you know, it might be a good decision, but then it might not. You know, we don't really know. It's anyone's guess.
On the left, more of the bastards.
Why don't I use mouse and keyboard? Because I prefer controller. Easier to ride a horse on controller, in my opinion.
They're trying to cut us off again.
Go left. Lose them through the river.
Pretty good. Not bad frames, 1440p though. This is what I'm saying. This card is more aimed at 1440p. You won't dip below 60.
Fellas, they're still coming.
Shoot the bastard. Looks like we've lost them.
For now, maybe.
Do I play esports titles? I'm not even... what even titles does that include? Does that include Warzone? I play Warzone. Just not so much recently, because to be honest with you, can't stand it, but... I play Warzone. Play Overwatch a little bit. I haven't really played in a while, though. We'll get back to it.
No, don't play dumb and superior at the same
I've played
time,
all of them, to be honest, Apex, Valorant, but I don't really like Valorant, to be honest. It's okay to play for a little bit. I'll probably maybe do a video or two on it, but
Feels like the whole world's closing in on
I don't really enjoy it that much.
It won't be long before they find where we're hiding out now.
Same as Apex. Apex is okay, but I don't really enjoy it that much.
Need a distraction. Buy us some time. It looks like Mr. Cornwall's company has signed a railroad contract with the army. And they're also moving dynamite down from, well, the Annisburg mines to Saint Denis to resell. And there's bonds at his oil factory. Maybe there's a way to get them off our back and get the money that we need.
That beard's getting a bit out of hand, isn't it?
This dynamite, take Bill, I guess. Arthur, you go.
Shoot.
We are gonna need a lot of it. And Mike, we need to talk, figure out some things.
Of course, boss.
Figure out what?
The plan. Getting out of here.
Need to get this honor up as well.
It hasn't, huh?
There's an old house west of Van Horn. Meet me there when you can, Blacklung.
Let's split up. We'll meet up back at camp.
Resume, hello. DLSS is... no, this is 1440p. I'm going to switch back to 4K now. Maybe we can switch on DLSS. We were just checking out 1440p for like 10 minutes. How do I switch it back in OBS? Do I just do the same thing again? What's that going to look like now? Is that going to look big? How do we do it? Transform. Does it just automatically go back? I think it just automatically goes back, does it? You'll have to let me know what that looks like. I'm not sure if that fits the screen now. Let's put on DLSS quality. 200 FPS. We're close to 100. It was close to 100 at 1440p. It looks alright, does it? So it just goes back automatically. Not really much difference. Had this issue before though, didn't we? Where it didn't really make much difference. On frames.
Been a while, girl.
It, from what I remember, it always made the grass and the trees look really weird. DLSS.
Easy now. Yep.
Why does everyone call me? I don't know how you pronounce it. You'll have to tell me how you pronounce it. I don't know how you pronounce your name.
Hey, mister.
Curison.
He's watching. He's always watching.
I don't know how you say it.
He's never talking. They won't forgive you. They didn't forgive.
Get away from me.
There is no forgiveness. None, friend.
It's pronounced Kasim. Okay.
I know you want it.
Got ya.
I can smell it on you. Well, it ain't happening. No, it isn't. That's why. That's why I'm out here, well away from them.
I'm pretty dreadful at pronouncing names.
But I'm watching.
I apologize.
I never sleep. I never do.
This guy's creeping me out. Oh my god. I want to spark this guy out.
Do you have to be quite so close?
Can I kill him? Of course.
Why are you being like this? No, why are you doing this?
I always find first person quite funny. Look at the running. It like locks on it. It gives me aim assist onto him as well.
You're better than this. I know you are.
Look out, mister.
No, please.
Oh my god. Oh my god. How do I get out of this?
This is it. It's happening. I knew it. Don't do this.
Every Western streamer I've interacted with. Oh no. It's because there are like certain names or like certain pronunciations of things that you just don't really say in English. Like, you know, you never really have to pronounce it. It's like Scandinavian names and stuff is just like an absolute no-go. I'm dreadful. I think like the English, if English is your native language, sometimes it's really hard to pronounce certain things. It's like Spanish. There are some words in Spanish it's just so hard to pronounce. There are no pronunciations that are kind of equal to that. Yeah, no, I didn't mean your name Scandinavian, but I just meant in general. Like Icelandic too is just like really hard. But what's weird though is Scandinavians, when they learn English, their English is usually really good. And like sometimes they don't even really have an accent. I need to get out of this first person. It's driving me nuts.
Why don't you sit a while, Arthur? You been on the rum again?
How are you, considering what's
Would you mind
going on?
backing up a little?
It's quite fun in first person, isn't it?
Go easy, Karen. Hello, Arthur.
Why is everyone an alcoholic here? Everyone's an alcoholic. Yeah, they do. That's only my kind of. I was actually quite good at French and German when I was at school, but you don't learn it from a young enough age. And then I probably only learned it for like 3 years when I was at secondary school, like in my teens. And then that's it. I'd have loved to have, you know, like Spanish, that's quite widely spoken. It'd have probably been quite good to learn that. I wish, you know, but they don't, for some reason in England, I think it's just people, the school system's quite lazy in terms of like, English is obviously a very popular language, so there's kind of less of a reason to learn other languages. And then sometimes when I try and have spoken other languages to people, they immediately can tell that I'm English, and then they just talk to me in English. It's just, you know, it's like
Need more commotion?
demotivating. Like I've been to Germany before and spoken German, but as soon as they can hear your accent, they're just like talking English, and then you're like, oh, I feel like
Sure, fine.
you know, it makes it like there's less of an incentive to actually even, because their English is so much better than my German. It's just like easier to speak in English.
His father is a great chief. Charles and I, we
Pretended to be mercenaries. You did me a great favor.
It's a shame the cutscenes aren't in first person as well.
How do you do?
That would be funny. I'm sure there's a mod for that.
Sorry to hear that.
How's your father?
Father has confused wisdom with weakness. His people, my people. We've suffered too much. Been lied to too much. Now they've taken our horses.
Who? The
infantry division posted at Fort Wallace.
Why?
Colonel Favors is a liar and a murderer. His people won't stop until we're all dead. Without horses, we cannot hunt. Without hunting, we will starve. This is another act of war.
I see that.
Men have helped me before, and I have money.
God, Arthur looks really. He looks really in the
What do you think, Charles?
I don't know what you call it.
I will not fight over some horses.
He looks really down on his luck. Look at him.
But I make no such promise. Come along.
Looks like he's hanging in there.
Yeah, Arthur, we must go with them to try to stop things from getting out of hand.
I guess. Come along.
Oh, it's gone back.
We can
Gone back to first.
horses.
I know. I understand Eagle Flies is angry, but I don't see how this will help anything.
How different is the frames? Is there any different in frames at native between third and first? So many settings on this game.
Especially not with Dutch whipping them up into a frenzy.
Isn't really a huge difference, was there? DLSS quality, at least. It does look quite a bit different, though, the game.
You going to let these bastards walk all over you?
I think you get slightly higher frames in third person.
All that's wrong with this world.
Yeah, you do. You get like 4 or 5 FPS more.
Okay, young man, lead the way.
The horses are on.
Yeah, the FOV, that makes sense.
I have a man waiting for us there with some canoes. Surely
I'll tell you what, it's not easy to ride the horse, though.
Of course. What will be, will be.
This brings back terrible memories of riding a horse.
Colonel Favors.
he's a vile man. He and his regiment take pleasure in persecuting us. All the young have been taken from our reservation, shipped off to reform schools. Many women too. The whole
Kasim, hello, see you later, dude.
They deliberately withhold medicine and supplies from us.
This ends today. You have my word on that.
Gives me motion sickness. Which did I have it on?
In this, Dutch.
You know me. We shoot fellers as need shooting. We save fellers as need saving. Feed them as need feeding.
Not this again. It's been quite a while since we helped anyone but ourselves, and even you know that.
I told you. No.
Look at those pigs running across the
noise,
bridge.
Arthur. Noise and faith.
I still don't know what that means.
Stop questioning and think. Just think for a second. The Pinkertons have had time to reinforce. The civilized world is closing on us. Who knows what else Molly told them? We need to move towards a conclusion now.
Sure, but what's this got to do with any of that?
Some good, honest conflict between the army and the Indians might be just the distraction we need. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Cornwall was funding the Pinkertons' assault.
Darkness, hello.
Why do you think I dealt with him? With Cornwall gone, the government is far more likely to divert them to other issues, especially if there's one more scandal. And then we can slip away. Like I said, we just need that noise and 1 more score. You know, I went back for the chest I had hidden outside Shady Bell, and we're close, Arthur. That dynamite, the railroad contract with the army, it was all in those papers Micah found. I have
Micah.
You just have to trust me.
I don't think I remember doing this.
There's Peta. These men, like I said, they'll help us.
I got the canoes. The boat is still moored in the channel.
Good. Come on, let's go.
I'll go faster.
We need to get that boat ashore. I think the best plan is to paddle up there silently, board her. And when we got control, we'll deal with that anchor, float away. We'll be ashore before anybody even knows what happened.
Good luck.
Barack Obama. Thanks for taking time out of your day, Barack. Wasn't expecting you to be in here.
Pull up alongside, quietly.
Have I tried thread rippers? No.
Try not to kill anyone, Arthur.
Try not to kill anyone. Stealth kill. Rear naked choke. Last of Us style. Can I chuck him overboard? Alley-oop. No. Why they got to spoil my fun?
I'm gonna go smoke, alright? Be back in a bit. Oh! No, not again.
And had a sniff of a good head all night.
I'll be retiring in the morning at this rate.
Just deal, will ya?
I really want to chuck him off. Can you not chuck him off? Oh. Did he get him? He did get him. Hakan, hello. I remember, like, not... How do we do this bit? Because I got caught last time, didn't I?
What the hell?
Take it back, what's ours?
I'm going to get shot in the face. Whose idea was that? I don't know how you do that bit. Release the anchor. Where is it?
You think I have the first idea how this anchor works?
Just blow it up then. Hurry.
Do me a favor, guys. Make sure to like the stream if you haven't. With 14 likes of 100. Well, can we hit that before the end of the stream?
Come on, Arthur.
I can't. Oh. Wasn't sure if that was going to be a safe distance.
You seem to be going pretty fast, Dutch.
I'm trying. We're headed to those rocks. Hold on.
What is wrong with you? Boys all right back there?
Yeah, I think so. But there's a huge hole in the boat. Horses are spooked, and we're taking on water.
Boys, get him out of here! Well, whatever else is wrong with you, you're quite the best pilot I've ever come across.
The horses are confused. We need to round them up. I'll get these four, Arthur. Can you go after the others?
Okay.
Let's go.
Over here, come on.
Wait, what? How am I... Oh, it's swimming. It looked like I was riding the horse. I mean, I am technically riding it. But it looks like it's just walking, but I think it's swimming. I will test Witcher 3, yeah. It's on the list. I don't know, I'm not actually even really moving, controlling the horse here.
Fellas even less than he likes us.
So it goes. My father doesn't want to fight again. Will one of you help me return the horses to my men?
Well, Arthur needs to rest. I will. I like you, son. And after the horses, are we gonna wait for the army to come and wreak its revenge?
I hope not.
Of course we ain't. Now let's go check out that fort of theirs.
Is this a good idea?
This is the only idea, and it is one that will suit both of our purposes.
Fighting the army ain't wise.
Stop worrying. Oh, and Sadie told me about Combe. Meet us at Doyle's Tavern in Saint Denis when you can. Shall we go, son?
Certainly.
We'll start some light reconnaissance out at Fort Wallace, and when Combs dealt with, you come meet us there. We'll set up a good spot for you.
I don't know, Dutch.
Yeah, well, I do. This is exactly the distraction that we need.
Your father said that fighting was an impossible gamble. There's no winning for you in this.
Father need not know anything. He'd rather live in ignorance.
Come along,
Your
gentlemen.
father would rather you did not do anything so foolish. I said I would stop this from happening. Would you talk to him?
Speak with Rangeful.
Yes. Would you?
Sure. I'll speak with him. You head on back to camp, check on the others, Dutch's behavior.
I understand.
God. Arthur's really in a bad way. Not looking good, Brev. Right. I'm gonna have to call it there, guys. I need to head off. I'll be back on again tomorrow. Like I said, I'm not sure if I'll do the earlier stream, depending on... I've got the engineer come to sort the internet out, so it really depends what time. If he comes early and it's sorted, then I'll do a like 1 o'clock stream. If not, I'll be on at probably like the second stream time, like 5 or 6 o'clock UK time. So yeah, depends kind of on that, but I'll edit the Forza video tonight and try and put that out tomorrow, so you can have a look at that if you want. But yeah, so I'll be on tomorrow either way, just not entirely sure what time. And I think I'll probably maybe try out that X-Defiant game because I got a code for it and I got it installed. So you can probably check that out, see what that's all about. People have said some quite good things about it, so be interesting to see. Yeah, hope you have a good evening, guys. See you tomorrow.